What's going on, everybody? Glecko here, back with yet another series I want to review. So this is one of my this I love this series. This series gripped me. This is the Ossian newbie adventure, trained to death by the most powerful party became invincible. So this story follows a man named Rick Gladiator, who is 30 years old. Now, in this world, people become adventurers when they're very young, somewhere from like 12 to 20. Because you need time to after 20 you can no longer grow your magic capacity, your magic amount. You can't really get stronger. Well, Rick waited way too long because he had an inborn skill, and the skill he didn't know he was waiting for it to activate, and it never did. So eventually he became a guild receptionist, yada yada yada. But the call of adventure always spoke out to him. Rick would eventually leave his he would leave his job where he was well established and he was well liked in order to chase his dream of becoming an adventurer. He sought out the most powerful party. Well, no. He comes across a member of one of the most powerful party on the continent, Orichalcum Fist. He comes across the dark elf lady Renate or something like, basically, initially Renate tells him that he can't be an adventurer. He missed his chance. But after he saves her from a dragon, she changes her tune, takes him to her guild, where Rick meets his team, and he's now trained by the team. The team consists of Broston, an orc who, unlike most orcs in his world, who are more savage and more barbaric, Broston is very intelligent as he reads, writes, he talks. But Broston is actually very, very powerful. He's the most powerful character in the series so far. Then there's the little girl, I forgot her name, but she's actually a vampire. And she's like hundreds of years old. She's a product. She's like a master mage. There's the half dwarf, half elf, like weapons tinkerer. There's the dark elf Renate, and eventually Rick joins their team. At the start of the series, Rick is already in an S class. All of them are S class mages. And I don't know if I said it, but the name of their guild is Orichalcum Fist. So Rick goes and he becoming an adventurer. So the first, because this is definitely going to have more seasons, because this was one of the most popular shows. It was like when I would go on Crunchyroll, and I would see most popular, and this was on there. So I'm sure this is getting another season. But in the first season, Rick basically is learning the ropes as a adventurer for the first half. For the first 4 or 5 episodes, he's doing this little promotion exam, or like this registration exam where he's registering, and he fights these snobby little nobles. One of which you can see on the screen now is the girl in the blue. Her name's Angelica. It's Angelica, her little brother, and her older brother. Rick easily defeats all 3 of them, and he proves his power to them. But eventually, and Angelica's the only one who outright acknowledges Rick after he defeats them. Angelica would then go on to the King of Fist tournament, and Rick would eventually meet her there. But Angelica is there to stop. She was kind of sold off into a man came by to basically she's gonna have to marry somebody she doesn't want to, but he doesn't have the money yet. So she goes to this tournament to stop him from getting the money because he's rigging the tournament to get enough to marry her. And eventually, this is when she'll be run back into Rick. But the first season is basically Rick becoming an adventurer. He gets his official rank, and then he heads off with his guild. Now, his guild has one goal: to defeat a legendary creature known as the Kaiser Alpiete. It's like the Phoenix Force from Marvel. It didn't really show it, but it looked like a Phoenix Force. I think it's gonna be a dragon, but whatever. So throughout the second half of the series, Rick and his team are going around collecting these gems. You need 6 gems, or might be, you need 6 gems to summon Kaiser Alpiete in order to fight it. And so that's pretty much what they're doing. They find one in like a labyrinth, like in a cave guarded by a bunch of wyvern. The other is actually in a championship belt held at the King of Fist tournament. And this is when Rick and his team will run back into Angelica. Angelica, from the time she got beat by Rick, she always knew he was strong. But during the King of Fist tournament, she saw and she really got a grasp of just how strong he is. Rick would actually learn of her plight and about her being forced to be married and he trains her a bit. And although she does get stronger, she's not strong enough to stop Snape, who is the Dragonoid, who are like human dragon hybrid type things, who wants to marry Angelica. So she couldn't stop Snape, but well, she couldn't beat Snape's champion, his brother Geeth. But Rick defeats him. Broston and Rick, they both enter the King of Fists tournament. Both of them would eventually, get to the upper echelon where they had the chance to fight the champion, Kevin Wilwolf, or something like that. The gem is actually in Kevin's belt, and they first go to his gym to ask him, hey. They tell him that they need the gem to summon Kaiser Apieta. It's part of their mission. Kevin actually believes them, but he goes, hey, I'm the champion. I can't just hand this over to you. Broston actually just leaves and says, whatever, fine. So Broston and Rick enlist in the tournament. Like I said earlier, they get to the the finals. Broston defeats Kevin, and Rick defeats Geeth. So the final fight is actually between Broston and Rick, and it was an amazing fight because Broston, like I said, he's the strongest character in the series so far. Broston is so powerful that he doesn't have like a rival or someone who can stand toe to toe with him. And it's later revealed that Broston actually trained Rick to stand on equal footing with him. They have an amazing battle where Rick shows his inborn skill again. Oh, I forgot to show you. Rick saved Renate from the dragon because a dragon attacked their town while they were talking. This was back before he joined the guild. He used his inborn skill, and his inborn skill makes him thousands of times stronger when he's fighting an opponent greater than him. At least that's what I've got from it. But anyway, they have a massive fight. They eventually get the belt, and they have the second gem of the 6 that they need to summon Kaiser Abieta. And that's pretty much the end of the first series. Like as you guys know, I skipped over a lot of stuff. I'm just trying to give a general overview of the story. I feel like I kind of got to do that. This story is great. Man, I tell you, when I will watch another episode, then I get mad that I had to wait a whole nother week for a new episode to come out. And there's another anime that's kind of there's 2 other animes that got me like that, but I'll be fine. Yeah, this is great. This was a great thing. I'm sure there's gonna be a season 2. Hopefully it don't take too long. The characters are all great. It's rare that you can like the side characters, but I do like all the side characters. The action's amazing. The powers are good. I actually like Rick, the main character. He's kind of got a crush on the dark elf lady Renate. It's a very good series. It's only 12 episodes, so it's not too long to watch. But the Ossian Newbie Adventurer, man, this thing gets a straight up pass for me. This is a good anime. And like I said, the girl Angelica who Rick trained, she's kind of fallen in love with him too, and she's actually she asks his trainer Broston to train her because she wants to get stronger than Rick. So I'm interested to see what her power is going to be like compared to his. I'm interested to see if Rick is actually going to get even stronger. Because one thing about Rick, because he got started so late in his adventure training, Rick actually doesn't have a lot of like magic capacity. He can't use high level spells. So I'm just excited to see where he's going to be. But this is Glecko. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go give this show a try. The Ossian Newbie Adventure. It's great, man. Yeah, it's great. Thank you so much for watching. This is Glecko, and I'll see you back next time. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention, I knew I was forgetting something. Rick is very, very powerful. Like I said, from the get-go, he's already in the level of S rank. S rank is the highest rank you can get. There's the lower ranks, but I don't remember exactly what order they are, or what they are entirely, to be honest with you. I know there's E, it goes, I think, E through A, then to S. Anyway, but Rick, because he has very little magic power, or, he can't use high-level magic, but he has honed his magic to, even though it's a low-level magic, it can outperform even some high-level magic. And he's unbelievably strong, fast, and durable. Like, he's kind of like a bootleg One-Punch Man. He's very powerful. And like I said, every member in Orichalcum Fist, Broston, Renate, the vampire girl, the half-elf, half-dwarf, they all are S-class, and they all have a lot of magic, and they're all powerful. They were all prodigies, but they further enhanced themselves through training. So it's like I love just how powerful they are, man. Like the whole group never really fights because they're just so overpowered. It's usually just one member fighting. Like these guys, I was captivated by their power, their characters. Like this show is really good. It's got some of the best characters ever, and like I said, the action scenes just to die for. But all right, now I'm out of here. See you.